Okay, so where are we? We just finished Erilu's laboratory. So that's done. We picked up some stuff in there. Should probably go through some of it, see what's available, that kind of thing. But just a reminder, currently 3 days, 13 hours, and 16 minutes into the playthrough. Do the math. How many hours in a day? So we're knocking on, what, 80 hours? Somewhere around there? Not, actually, not quite, but well, maybe it is. Close to 80 hours. Long way to go still. Long way to go. Hardly in Act 3 of the game. There's 6 acts. So, but Act 3 is the longest of the 6. 4 is not too bad. 5's not too bad. 5 is longer than 4, though, if I remember right. Is it? Yeah, 4, yeah. And then 6 is, of course, the shortest by far. But anyway, 6 acts, 3 to go. 3.5. Anyway, long way to go. Long way. And as always, if you're new to the game, or just have questions about how it works, the game itself, Pathfinder, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I've learned a lot. I really have. Anyway, so Gimpy, we've got some quests to do. Brock was turning Crusader demons, now command conform Airbeth. The threat has been eliminated. Oh, we haven't done that yet. Basically found some Brocks that were turning people into demons. What did we do? Well, killed the Brock and found out how to do it ourselves. Sort of, kind of. Okay, good afternoon. I found out how the demons snuck up on us. It won't happen again. Well, that was easy. Ruchelet, that's what we're going to talk to. Pursuing past, storyteller, blah, 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 so we're going to talk to him. To revive ancient artifact. To do this, he will need 4 vials of magic essence and 2 bars of cold iron. I'm going to pick up enough of that, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going to go outside. We have to go to the jeweler shop for Sela. Go to the prison for Ruchelet. Go talk to the storyteller first. You can see he's closest. Here's how the rogue trader will turn out. Wrath is just a Johnson game. They improved so much from Kingmaker. We still got a while to go. I mean, rogue trader I don't think is that close yet. I mean, it was just announced not too long ago. Patience. Plus, they got still DLC on this to work on. They still have to do the endless dungeon, sorta, kinda, for this still. Blah blah blah. What's that? I found it in a molten scar. Cringes and puts his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts into a painful grimace, his voice trembling. No, he is here again. That terrible grating voice, the horrific semblance of a face, the monstrous appearance, myriad insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me, and the disgusting creatures attack my flesh, covering me. They're eating me. Blah, blah, blah. Let me die, Xanther. Let me die. Okay, so this stuff. Oh God, such horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. His mind is drowning it. My own memories. Blah, blah. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I will try to learn on your words, to use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. He takes a bloodstained page carefully, as though handling a dangerous insect. I see a magic shape. There is a force pulsating in the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was its central point? Its magic knot? A dead man that killed a crusader and conducted the ritual over his corpse. He frowns. A dead man? I don't understand. I feel something else. A living soul in the eye of the whirlwind. I don't understand how one ritual can tie up the energies of death and the abyss. The currents in the world's ephemera are contradictional. Storyteller sighs weakly. Forgive me, Commander. I cannot get any further. Everything is vague and unclear, and the screams of the poor lad keep ringing in my ears. Found a page that might interest you. That's his notes. Found another one. Blah, blah. Items. Touch someone, tell you what I can see. Sense power. This item belonged to someone truly powerful. It's created as a gift. It's so hazy. Would like to learn a story, but it would take so much to revive. Blah. You get 5 vials of magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, 2 vials of a demon blood, and 3 skins of magical creatures. I will try to restore it. Oh, this thing. The cloak? The ring or the cloak? I forget what the cloak is. Shit. I gotta look this stuff up. Because I can only do one or the other right now. So let me do a little bit of research real quick. See what they are. So the cloak. Dun, dun, dun. So ancient cloak. This restoring the cloak. Walkthrough. I don't care about the walkthrough. I want to see the finished product. Wow, this is fucking. Sorry, language. This website is worthless half the time. Uh, Inheritor, bound with possibility. So this is piece of a holy symbol, leather, scrap, melted shard of a ring. So the ring is summon Actiomites or Soul Eaters. Randomly selected once per day. If summoned by summon monster spell, all allies, including Noir, within 30 feet, gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage and rolls, and +2 saving throws against attacks made or effects created by created creatures. So that's the ring. Where's the cloak? Is that the Covenant of the Inheritor? No. Found possibility. Ancient scrap of script covered leather. 5 magic essence, iron, demon blood. Oh, so this is. I think this is the cloak. Okay, whenever there is cloak, sorry. Demon Rage and Demon Aspects now grant bonuses as if you were 3 mythic ranks higher for the demon. Cloak or the ring? What was the ring again? Ring is summoning. So summon Oxyomites or Soul Eaters, randomly selected once per day. They're summoned by a summon monster spell. All allies, including the rare, within 30 feet gain +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and +2 bonus to saving throws against attacks made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Let's see what the cloak is gonna look like. Oh, we don't have all the pieces yet. That's why it's red. Okay then. So it should be here. There we go. So we need 5 magic essence, 2 bars of cold iron, 2 vials of demon blood, and 3 hides of magic. I think it's the creatures we're missing for the most part. Elemental essence. So either they don't have any magic essence or it's not here. So we have the magic essence. Cold iron. Bricks of cold iron. I only have 1 of those. That's part of the problem. And in the hides, I have a feeling I don't have yet either. I think those aren't really easy to find in 3, I don't think. Oh, there's this thing too. Close by ordinary methods. So if we use this. Oh, that's right. Focus on the text. Blah blah blah. We're not good enough to read the book yet. Time. Okay, so prison. Go visit prison. Then we'll go talk to Sela. Naru's a little bit more fun to talk to as a demon than Sela is.
Head on!
Door's not even locked. Bruce stands in the middle of the room, immersed in painful contemplation. Seeing you approach, she recoils in fright. No, don't come any closer. Please don't. Why are you here? This is where I belong. You shouldn't be alone with me. Please leave. I'm begging you. It's dangerous. I'm dangerous. Succubus raises her ruby eyes to you, and you notice streaks of tears on her face. When I joined your party, I thought to myself, this is it. I'm a crusader now. I might actually be able to rid myself of my demon nature, but it's so hard. This lives within me. I let my guard down for a moment, and there it was, waiting to remind me of what I truly am. I didn't hurt anyone, but I just can't talk about it. It's too shameful. Please, just leave me here in the cell. Let these walls be my cloister, and don't talk to me unless absolutely necessary. I will still accompany you on your travels, but until I curb the demon inside me, I should keep my distance from you. What's going on with you? Please talk to me. I know it's not easy for you, but I can help you if you let me. I'm your commander. Tell me what happened. I respect your decision. I won't ask any more questions. Nope. Talk to me. You really do want to help me. You want to save a beast of the abyss who doesn't deserve to be near someone like you. She sighs. Fine, I'll tell you why I'm here. And after I do, I'll understand if you don't ever want to see me again. You've been so kind to me. You treated me like I was already deserved your kindness, like I wasn't a demon but immortal. And her cheeks blush. I'm starting to feel that you're becoming very important to me. I want to be near you, talk to you, touch you.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. Happy Sunday. Yeah, she's craving that half-orc. Welcome to the stream, Wisp. Okay, is that a bad thing? You haven't fallen in love with me by any chance? No, her face turns scarlet. That's just it. These feelings are not love. I'm not immortal, remember? Demons can't fall in love. The most terrible weapon of any succubus is her caress, which leeches life from the one who trusted her. I still possess this weapon, whether I like it or not. I'm like a venomous snail? Snake? Toad? I don't remember. Like an animal that can't help but sting, even when it doesn't want to. That's Scorpion. In my previous life, I had many lovers. Some were my tormentors who degraded and broke me to the point where I barely survived. And for others, I was their tormentor. I devoured, degraded, and drained their souls dry. Every single day, I struggled to suppress this desire, this unholy hunger inside me. But when you are near, with a sub, she wipes away her tears. Forgive me. Please, please forgive me. I don't want to want that, but every time I see you, my desires overwhelm me. Frightening, demonic desires. I can't curb them. As I look at you, I can't stop imagining us, you and I, together. She hides her blushing face in her hands. Share desires with me. Maybe we could satisfy some of them without harming someone. Can't you control your own abilities? Can't you kiss somebody without leeching their life force? No, I don't understand. You know, I'm not without sin either. I'll leave you alone, actually. It'd be better if you just try to stop. No, not do that one. I'm not without sin either. Oh, crap. The screen froze. The video froze. Son of a bitch. Yep, it's frozen. What a day. Shit, I'm going to have to come back to this. Yep. My video froze for the game, so I have to crash it and restart it. Sorry. Outside of my control at this point. I don't know why that happened. We're doing so well. Anyway, shutting down the game. Be back in a second. Happy Sunday. Restarting. All demons have resisted some types of energy damage. No shit. Working Class Matt, welcome to the stream. Now it's Pathfinder game. You left Kingmaker. This is better than Kingmaker. This is definitely better than Kingmaker. Okay, let's talk to her again. I'm not going to hurt you. Where are you here? Stuff. Whatever. Been through that. Please talk to me. I'm not easy for you, but I can help you if you let me. Stuff. You haven't fallen in love with me by any chance. Same path we're doing before. Scorpion stuff. I'm not without sin either. Really? I can't picture it. She peers timidly into your eyes. Would you care to tell me, to share with me? I've done much less for the crusade than I could have. I have failed people who rely on me. I lied when I should have told the truth. I've taken things that didn't belong to me. I've killed. Regret over a life taken. Such a feeling is completely alien to demons. In their minds, everyone they meet can be defined by only two qualities, usefulness or danger. They exploit those who are useful, and they flee from those who are dangerous. I would never have started on the path of good had Desna not shown me how many of my victims did not deserve such treatment. Thank you for sharing with me. It turns out that even you are not entirely free from evil. No kidding. A wise priest once said, "If a sinner at least realizes that he has sinned, this means he still retains his chance of redemption." Mortals often do bad things, even without demons tempting them to do so. But many mortals will also realize when they're doing something bad. They can repent, and they can try to make things right. That's the main thing. I'm trying to learn from you mortals. Why don't you share your desires with me? Maybe we can satisfy some of them without harming anyone. Share your desires with me. That. No. Don't tell me that. My mind is like a tinderbox right now. If you say anything like that, my control could snap. I could pounce on you like a ravenous larva on meat. She pauses and takes a couple of deep breaths. I ask you, no, I beg you, in the name of Desna, please don't ever say anything like that to me again. Mortals can flirt with each other without harming anyone, but you're flirting with the abyss. One playful comment could instantly wipe out all my years of effort and turn me back into a monster. But I'm a demon too. Can't you kiss someone without leeching their life forces? Not even if you try really hard. I think I understand, and I'm not angry with you. Thank you. I still have much to work to do to rid myself of my inner monster. Can't you control your own abilities? It keeps coming up, so it's got to be a thing. I can't control myself. Sometimes one look at an attractive mortal is enough to send me mad with the desire to pounce on them and suck them dry. It takes all my strength just to turn away and leave. What would happen if She runs her finger over her lips and finishes in a barely audible voice. I haven't done so long. I don't have the strength to fight it. Mortals can also have bad thoughts and desires. You don't have to hide away. So it would be better for you to stay locked in the cell until you learn to curb these inappropriate desires of yours. You have to hide away from me in the cell. Please come out of there. But these desires, they tear me apart. What hope do I have of controlling them with you so near? You're need to control them? Think about it. Maybe we could satisfy at least some of them. Desires are not deeds. We don't send people to prison for their thoughts. You told me yourself, not all desires are horrible. Talking, sharing thoughts and feelings, would that be so bad? I learned that instead of hiding, you need to learn how to live among the people you care about. Yourself, all your desires are horrible. Not all. Would it? She ponders that for a while and then nods to herself. You're right. Some of these desires are so light, so joyful, so mortal. They're right after these innocent dreams that others come, cruel, violent, demonic ones, and I don't know how to separate them. Desires not deeds. We don't send people to prison for their thoughts. You wouldn't say that if you knew what I was thinking. You have no inkling of what my desires are. If only you could see what I'm imagining right now. For thoughts like these, I deserve more than a prison cell. I deserve the gallows. You have to learn to live like a mortal, then instead of hiding, you need to learn how to live among the people you care about. But what if I slip up? Until I learn how not to be a monster, anyone close to me is in danger. There's no use in trying to hide from your nature. You must overcome it. Don't worry, I'll be with you. I'll help you. You aren't scared of me at all. You know what a lying monster I am, but you still trust me. Why? What is it you see in me that I fail to see in myself? She wrings her hands and falls silent for a long time. Then she starts speaking again. When she starts speaking again, her voice seems firmer, as if she's found some source of inner strength. Thank you for believing in me. It means I should believe in myself, too. I won't hide in the cell anymore. If you say that I won't slip up, that means I won't. She smiles at you timidly. I will watch you until I learn to look at the world in the way mortals do, without evil and violence in my heart. I'll learn to look at you the way you deserve. Sucker. Anyway. It's just funny how sometimes it's some of the mythic stuff. Like Gimpy is technically a demon now, yet she doesn't recognize that. She still sees him as being immortal, despite the fact
Saturday and Sunday, July 16th and 17th are the monthly giveaways for July. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. So as I was saying, it's funny how, Ursula is a demon, yet she doesn't recognize Gimpy as being a demon now, despite the fact that he kind of is. And some people recognize him as being a demon, not always. I know he's not really a demon yet, but yeah, he's mixed blood or mixed demon right now. But still, other people recognize him as being a demon. Why doesn't she? I mean, I think they missed an opportunity here for a special storyline just for the demon path. Because Wendwag seems to... I guess she's not really recognizing him as a demon so much as a powerful leader, I guess. But again, every now and then it comes up in conversations of, you're a demon. Convenience. Yeah, it's a convenience thing. But again, I think they missed out on the storyline. They could have done, just for the demon path there. But whatever. Do my eyes deceive me? The victorious Knight Commander himself has paid a visit to my shop. Such an honor, such an honor. Blah, blah, dwarf. You are most welcome here. Her as well, Amadeus Faithful. It is a pleasure to see you. So many brave crusaders within these walls. I am Derek Sunhammer, the jeweler. The shop is one of many that I own. Talk, talk, talk. Master Derek himself. I heard the only place one is likely to bump into you is in a royal reception. Not at all. My wares are expensive, not least because I have to buy costly metals and gems and also pay for the security of shops and workshops throughout Mendev and beyond its borders. My prices limit the circle of my clientele, but that doesn't mean I shun myself. That I mean I myself shun all those not in possession of a noble title. He gives you a warm smile. I must say again, I am very glad to see you here. Why did you decide to open a shop here on the front line of the war? Blah, blah stuff. So much stuff. Taylor wants to talk to you about something. You have my full attention. It's a simple master. You might remember that a while ago, Sir Elan of the Hound Carts ordered a ring from you. Question mark. A silver ring with a blue-green gem. I would like to buy something similar, but I only have this much money. Shows him her coin purse. If what Sela is offering is not enough, I'll help. Sure. Come on, Gimpy, she's embarrassed. I only invited you along for advice. I can handle the expenses myself. She didn't really recognize you as a demon around this time. She'd probably just run. Yeah, it's possible, yeah. But how could she not recognize him as a demon? I mean, his skin changed from green to red and he grew a tail. How could she not notice that? Because remember, the first time she sees him, he's not a demon yet. So it's like, oh, you look so different now. Oh, I advise you not to reject the commander's help out of hand. With his participation, I can offer you something truly special that fits blah, blah, blah. Add 1,000 gold coins. Sure, 1,000. That'd be good. So, good action doesn't matter. Send you a grateful look. Blah, blah stuff. This is a special item, and I'm glad to see it will go to someone as worthy as yourself. For now, could the commander's friend be anything but? May it bring good fortune to its owner. It's orc puberty. Yes, that's it. Orc puberty. He didn't grow a beard. He changed his skin color and grew a tail. Oh, and the horns, too, that don't actually show up in his portrait. Now, if you excuse me, I don't usually make sales in my own shops. I have knowledge for that. Besides, I prefer spending some of my time at my workbench, not behind the counter. But I was glad to serve you, Commander. I'm glad to serve you, Commander, and your valiant companion. All the best. I mean, this is something that Sela. Well, that's done. Come with me to the barracks to give the ring to Elan, will you? After that, we can go to the tavern and have a few drinks. Are you happy with what you bought? Well, yes. Truth is, I just needed a reason to talk to him and show that I want us to patch things up. I'm not great at this friendship stuff, but I'm trying. Let's go. I mean, Gimpy's supposed to have horns now, too, that don't actually show up in his portrait thing. Borderwalk stuff. This is a nice little town, and since we got here, it's really transformed. It's better than ever. I don't care what anybody says. I like the life of the crusade, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to pray the sword of valor. This feeling total calm comes over me. It's like, look around you. Oh, it's going away too fast. Protect us against flying demons. Still can't help breathe a little easier when I'm behind them. She was speaking too quickly. Couldn't hear her. Elan, Night Commander. He seems a little discomfited. Good to see you. Not this again. Well, to avoid a drawn-out conversation, I'll just get to the point. I got a gift. It's, well, a ring to replace the one Kurl stole. Oh, Sela, thanks you so much, but you shouldn't have. I've already apologized to you for how I behaved back at the camp. I'll say it again. I don't blame you for anything. We fought shoulder to shoulder here in Dresden. Can't we just let bygones be bygones? Sure we can, but take the present. Your wedding is right around the corner. Sela puts the ring in the knight's hand. You still distrust me in the power I've gained, Elan? Blah, yes, Commander, I still have my doubts. I'm just a warrior, and I have faith in the gods, but blah, blah, blah. Whatever. By the way, when is this long-awaited wedding? Very soon. That's what I want to talk to you about. It would be a tremendous honor if you would come to my wedding. We're going to hold it not far from the walls of Dresden, to the east, toward the river. Sela's already been invited. Now I'm asking you. You showed so much kindness to me when you helped me look for that ill-fated ring. I simply must repay you somehow. Besides, Kiana would simply love to meet you, and I can't deny her anything. This is great. Say you go, Gimpy. We'll have so much fun. Are you worried about holding himself close to the walls? We have a place, blah, blah, blah. Within the holy power of the sword of valor. Stuff. I'll be there. Thank you, Commander, and you, Sela, for the gifts. So long, my friend. Thank you for coming for a walk with me. It's nice to take a breather between fights sometimes. I hope we have a good time at the wedding. All these battles and divine powers, we need to make sure we don't lose touch with ordinary life. So, as I was saying, Gimpy has supposed to have horns, but doesn't. But he actually is supposed to have horns. Okay. So, city stuff done. For now, right? Not the exit I wanted. It's the exit I deserved, but it's not the exit I wanted.
Move out!
Okay. Oh, we haven't rested yet, have we? Nope, we haven't rested yet. Damn it. Oh, sell stuff too over here. Just forgot. Sword on that. Telomeres, eye for an eye. Great axes. Speed cold iron rapier 3. I wonder if that'd be better for Mickey. Let's see what he's currently using. Key. What are you using for a rapier? Mind Piercer. +2. Deals an additional 26 piercing damage against enemies who are under mind affecting effects. Yeah. More pokes. Speed rapier. Okay, now we go. I need more potions. Wish you could make more than one potion at a time. That would be nice. Some people use times of war as an excuse for cruelty, but you Hell Knights are just as cruel in peacetime. It is horrifying. I wonder who he's talking to. It seemed horrifying right up until the moment when you need to ask us for protection, and all our methods are met with approval. Speaking of, Darren, we need to do your quest still. Gotta level him up. So we'll do that and go take care of his stuff. Uh-oh, maybe. Why are you blue? Oh, Armiton. Commander, permission to report. We are short on soldiers. Any elation from taking Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. Most sufficient for an expeditionary force won't cut it for a proper army that needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the wary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It'll take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable option we have. Mendev is already giving everything it can spare us in this war, says Sela. I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in the other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. Rigel, regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that the Crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack on Canabras and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they'll get army rations, a pair of boots, and a spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we'll have plenty of material to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Darren. Yeah, you won't get far on sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have a good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideals is already here. It's time to call on those who would fight for gold. Sela Preacher's Decree, which is... Procurement growth for trainable units increased by 7% for 20 days. Regil. This one. Recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 20% for 14 days. Crusader morale reduced by 20. Oof. Generous recruiters. Number of available mercenary units increased by 1 for 14 days. Or royal conscription. Recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 10% for 14 days. That's the best one, isn't it? Repeatable every month. 10% for 14 days, that's 2 weeks worth. $7% for 20 days, almost 3 work. Why 20 days? Oh, but you get to repeat it every 20. Hey, Spirit, welcome back. I'm already stuck like 1 hour. And the character creation screen. There you go. So, what questions do you have? This is every 20 days, so how many classes? Just, again, Wrath of the Righteous has even more. Yeah, there's even more in Wrath, so do the Preachers. Thank you, Commander. Reported. Blah, 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 blah. In all honesty, just for what you described, you want basically somebody who's good with a great sword, who's going to hack things up. Go fighter. Just go fighter. Weapon focus. Great sword for level 1, and probably power. Was it power attack? I think you get both of those as a fighter in first level. You'll be fine. What stats for a fighter? Strength. If you're doing a human fighter, so get your strength up to about 18, 20. Get a little bit of dexterity, get a little bit of constitution. Maybe get, as a human, you should be able to get your strength up to 20, no problem. And the human, you get to pick what strength or what ability you can get +2 to down below when you're picking your statistic or attributes, or the strength, intelligence, whatever. Right below that, there's a little drop-down menu. You get to give a +2 to one of those. Pick strength, and then get that up to like 18, 20. Give yourself probably 14 dexterity, 14 constitution, and leave everything else there. You should be fine. Oh yeah, there's a ton to read. There's a ton to read. Human fighter. Go for it. It's all you really need to know based on what you said you want to play. Just go human fighter. You'll be fine.
I lead. You follow.
Did I rest? Yeah, we rested. Oh, that's right. We're going to level up Darren the douchebag. Okay, so Darren, where are you? Alright. Okay. Level 3. It's going to be a little while. Okay, keep him on Oracle. We don't really care what he's doing because he's not really part of the party. Spells, level 2. Don't need to cure moderate wounds. He's going to pick that up all by himself. So mind weapon just because. Or Oracle. Skills. Blank shot. You can stand back with a crossbow or something. Command Divine Favor. Level 2 spell. Paralysis, that'll be fine. Look, level 3. Combat healer, extra cures, lifelink, spirit boost, combat healer. Cast a cure spell, you can cast as a swift action if using quicken spell feat, expanding 2 spell slots. Does not increase the level of the spell, you can use this ability once per day. Enhance cures. Cast a cure, the maximum number of hit points healed is based on your oracle's level, not the limit. For example, yes. Heal more. Another level 1 spell you're never going to use. Breakable Heart. Level 2 spell.
It's that time again. Drink some water to keep that brain moist.
Just did. Okay, level 3 spell. Magical Vestment, prayer, prayer. Yeah, just enter, just in case. Sometime in the future we have to bring him into the party again, make him useful. Okay, more charisma, so he gets more spells, right? Baskov, welcome to the stream. Moist? Moist is an awesome word. Everyone should learn it. And use it frequently. Because, you know, it's moist. Why wouldn't you use it? Death Lord. So again, we're leveling up Darren so we can go do his little part of the thing. Snapshot. Weapon focus. Extra channeling as a cleric, or as an oracle. What's my favorite moist object? A nice moist piece of cake. Chocolate cake, sorry. A nice moist piece of chocolate cake. Now I'm hungry, stop that. Let's see. Clean your hands after eating the moist chocolate cake. Well, if you need a towelette after eating cake, you have an issue. Mr. Leisure, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Let's see. I'll do Arrow of Law. Another level 3 spell. Prayer. Prayer is always good to have. Oh, level 4 spells.
Incoming message.
And Pascal, thank you for the follow as well. What's Unholy Light? It's a form of a cold. Only good and neutral, not evil creatures are harmed by this spell. Well, it's not going to help us too much. Shit. Protect my energy. That's the big one. Angelic Aspect. Burst of Glory, Breath of Life, Cleanse. The Life Bubble. Let's see. I don't know. Guess Angelic Aspect, get that out of the way. Twitch account got hacked from its email address, but I remember seeing new streams in MW. Years ago, yes, that would be years ago. I only do like MechWarline a couple times a year now these days. Snapshot, weapon focus, what else? Extra channeling, why not? Combat hero, lifelink, life sense, spirit boost. Create a bond between yourself and another creature each round at the start of your turn. If the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum hit points, it heals 5 hit points and you take 5 points of damage. Life sense. Notice all living creatures within 30 feet. Just if you possess blindside ability, must be at least 11th level. Select this revelation. Spirit boost. You heal a target up to its maximum hit points. Any excess points persist for 1 round per level as temporary hit points up to a maximum, whatever, life sense. Another level 2 spell we won't use. So Courage in Life. Death effects and death spells. Effect, choose end a spell. Sure. Your recommended channel list. Doesn't matter what ink stream. Great time, sure I'll enjoy it once more. Well, I appreciate that, Pascal. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Okay, level 3 spell. Archon's Aura. Sure.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
So, cure critical wounds, restoration, death ward. Free movement just in case. And level 5 spells. Cleansed. Get your self-cleanse up, I guess. Make sure it's Pillar of Life. It's 1 round per level. Cleanse. What's this game about? This game is... The basic story is... This is based off of Pathfinder, the tabletop game. It's a whole campaign and stuff for the tabletop. Basically what it is, about 100 years or so ago, a rift was created, or a portal was created between the abyss, where the demons live, and the prime material plane, which is where we live. And since then, demons have been coming in, corrupting the land, that kind of stuff, basically trying to take over. And it's now 100 years later. There's been multiple crusades, 4 crusades actually. This is the beginning of the 5th crusade, or actually it's happening right now. The game starts at the crusade hasn't even started yet. But anyway, 5th crusade. Our job is to find out how to close the world wound, drive the demons back, that kind of stuff. And that's the general story. There's little storylines here and there, and without ruining anything, that's basically what it's about. Is the object is to close up the world wound, stop the demons from invading, and do it the way you want to do it. It's basically how it works. Right now we're leveling up one of our companion characters because he's got something that we need to do for him, and we don't usually use him a whole lot, so that's why we're leveling him up, and that's where we are. Spell Magic Greater for, was it level 6 spell? Oh no, we actually have to take heal because we don't get that naturally, does it?
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
I am fighting, so...
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
And the game just crashed. What the hell? All this time I just spent leveling him up is gone. I don't know why the game crashed. There's no reason why it should have. I wasn't doing anything. Just a second. Game crashed. Gotta restart. Restart. Productive day.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you, and happy Sunday. Okay, let's do this again. Cancel mode. Don't sleep on control spells. Around your enemy spends laughing is around they don't spend trying to kill you. And I guess I should continue. The game, this is a role-playing game. It's based on Dungeons & Dragons. At least Pathfinder is based on Dungeons & Dragons version 3.5. Stuff. You can play it either combat in real time or turn-based. It's your choice. You've got characters you level up. You've got a main character that you start with. You get to pick whatever, the choices, but a bunch of different races to choose from, classes as well. And you pick up companions as you play. They have their own little stories to tell, that kind of stuff. You can also hire mercenaries, which are basically not companion. Well, they're companions, but they don't have any stories, no voicing, and that kind of stuff. They're just made-up characters. Your new game was consistent world to call your home. Oh, this is single player. What else? But you can spend many hours in this game. This is my third playthrough. The first time I played it, I did a lich run, which is evil run, and the second run did Gold Dragon, Zada / Gold Dragon, which is a good run, and then now we're doing the demon run, which is another evil run, and it's plenty of hours. I mean, there's so much to do. Even the third time through, I'm still finding new stuff here and there because of the different mythic path that I've chosen, which again the demon one, and there's different mythic paths, and the story doesn't change that much, but there's little changes here and there that makes it a little interesting. But lots of time. So we have to do this again. We got to remember to save every now and then. I don't know why the game crashed. Quick shot. Favor. Neverwinter Nights 2? Well, because Neverwinter Nights 2 is Dungeons & Dragons. I believe it's 3.0, I think. It might be 3.5. So they're similar. The similarity is not an accident, or you're not thinking exact, or you're not too far off there, because it's again, this is based off of Dungeons & Dragons, so it's gonna kind of be like Neverwinter Nights 2, or have at least some similarities to it. There it is. Yeah. Like I did before. Let's do that. Just in case. See, these are just your skills. I mean, these are pretty much the same skills you run into in Neverwinter Nights. It's just this is just a different way, assigning points. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same. Lifelink, Spirit Boost. Yeah, enhanced cure, so better healing. What spell did I pick here? I don't remember. Oh, line weapon. Level 2. level 3. Communal. Charisma for more spell slots. I think that's how that works. Dun, 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 dun. Again, leveling him up so we can do his stupid quest. Or so he can join us on his stupid quest. For a rapid shot. Can't decide on your stats. Strength. When you can't decide. If you go in the fighter route, is wisdom good for a greatsword fighter? As the main character, it might help you a little bit, but you don't need more than, say, 13 or 14 wisdom would be probably a little too high. I mean, it's going to help you on some saving throws and that kind of stuff, which isn't a bad thing, but it's not really an important stat for you, typically. I mean, you might want to do it a little differently, but it's, again, it's not a super important stat for you. I wouldn't definitely lower it. Do you need dexterity? Dexterity won't. Well, if you're going to be running around a really heavy armor, if you run around in heavy armor, you're not going to need the dexterity so much. I mean, you can get your if you can, because the armor that you wear determines what kind of dexterity bonus you get, and the heavier the armor, the lower that bonus is allowed. So, like, if you're running on a plate mail, you're going to have basically no dexterity bonus. So having a high dexterity doesn't benefit when you wear heavy armor. But if you do, say, the light or medium route, then a high dexterity is a good thing. But because you're going greatsword, you're going to want to get as much strength as you can. Dexterity is not quite as important. So I wouldn't worry about getting dexterity too high over, say, 12 or 14 points. Would be probably the highest you want to go. Oh, dexterity is useful, but for what you're doing, it's not going to matter. With swinging a greatsword around, strength is the big stat for you. About Constitution? Constitution is a thing because it's more hit points for you. And I would go either 14 or 16. 14 is going to give you, 15 doesn't really do that much of a thing. I would knock it down to 14, get the point back, or the points back to get it up to 15, and use those something for somewhere else, like maybe boosting your wisdom. Because the way the bonuses work is at 11 and 12, you have a +1 bonus set to whatever stat it is, right? So if your Constitution is at 11 to 12, it's +1. At 13 to 14, it's +2. 15 to 16, it's +3. So 15 doesn't really... Is it 15? Or does it have to get up to... Actually, no, I think you have to get up to 16, don't you? I forget. I think that's the way it works. It's the even number. It's the even numbers that actually give you the number. So I take this back. 11, there's no bonus. It's +1. No, it's Sarah. No bonus at 11. Actually, do stats. So here we go. So at 14, it's +2. If it gets up to 15, it stays at +2. In order to get +3, it has to go up to 16. So your Constitution at 15 doesn't give you anything that 14 doesn't give you. So knock it down to 14, get those points back, spend them on something else. Because going up to 16 might be a little bit too much, but it's up to you. How many hit points do you want? The choice is very important. It's not that important because you're going to get spells and equipment that's going to be able to boost that stuff. Like there are belts out there that'll boost up your Constitution, dexterity, and strength, right? And some belts will only do one of them. Some of them will do two. Others will do all three. Granted, you don't get the three ones for a little while. So, yes, it's the numbers are important, but like I said, if your constitution is 15, I would knock that down to 14 and use those points somewhere else, either on your wisdom or somewhere else. Because 15 is not going to get you anything. That 14 doesn't get you. What's set up? For 20 strength is good. Because that's the highest you can start off with, I believe. 14 dex, that's not bad. Constitutions for live characters. Yes, Emperor. Undead is definitely different. No, 10 intelligence is actually average intelligence. Dumb is, you're not dumb unless there's a penalty for the stat. So if you move less than 10, then yes, then you're dumb. But 10 means you're average. Intelligence is not a big stat for fighter types. Gimpy just has one. He's getting a bonus from something. Oh, because he's wearing the headband, because we don't have anything else for him to wear. So that's why his intelligence and charisma are a little bit higher than normal. Actually, his charisma is supposed to be 7. So. Dumb or precision lacking? No, that's not. No, your intelligence at 10 is fine. Hey, Bada, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Like, only be strong physically, like a dumb gorilla. Again, 10 intelligence isn't dumb. It's average. As a fighter, let's see. Where's Wendu? I don't know if she's a good thing. So Wendu, she's a fighter, right? But she's not really strength focused so much because she's about bows. Bows are both composite bows specifically in this game are strength and dexterity. But if you want to hit your targets, do your damage. Dexterity is important for bows. Not so much for a greatsword. Greatsword is all about the strength. You don't really need dexterity for your greatsword to hit your target. So you want your strength as high as you can get it. 20 strength is bodybuilding? Sure. Charisma 5. Charisma is not important for most people. Well, I shouldn't say most classes. It depends on your class. Fighters, unless you're going a fear build, as in you're trying to basically cause fear in your targets and stuff, charisma is not important for you. And there's ways to get around that anyway, later on. So, again, charisma not a big deal for a fighter, depending on what you're going for. 7, it's up to you. I mean, when you make a turn an attribute down below 10, you start getting points back that you can put into other attributes. Keeping in mind that you can still only I think you can only max out to 20 for most things. So your strength is probably going to max out at 20. But again, as a great sword fighter, you want your strength as high as you can get, no lower than 18. You can leave them on 10 if you want, if you have a base. Well, see, here's the thing. And you can see, this guy's an oracle. He's basically a healer, right? So, and charisma is very important to him, so he wants this to be as high as possible. Strength, not so important. But when you start lowering stuff, it affects other things, like how much stuff he can carry before he's encumbered. So that's something to consider. Not a huge deal, because you can always boost stuff through spells and items, that kind of thing. As a fighter, for you, strength, very important. I guess you should be looking at Gimpy for this, because he's pretty close to what you're probably looking for. But again, strength, important for the fighter. Dexterity, it can be. It can help boost your armor class a little bit, but you're not going to be able to get it up too terribly high early on. So like I said, I wouldn't go above 14 for the most part. Constitution, you're going to want that about 14 to 16 for the extra hit points, because hit points are important, especially with the lower armor class. You're going to hit a little bit more. Intelligence affects how many skill points you get to use on your skills. So if you get your intelligence up to 12, you'll get a +1. So I think it gives you +1 skill point, I think, per level. I think it's somewhere, doesn't it? Number of skill points gained each level through your character. Always get at least 1 skill point per level. But again, if you have a bonus there, you can get more skill points. Is that important to a fighter? I wouldn't lower my intelligence below 10. Because if you do, then it's going to be hard to get the skills you want. So I would leave intelligence at 10. Wisdom's going to only really help you on certain types of saving throws, and also helps you a little bit on perception, but you can have other people make up for the perception stuff. Wisdom, as a fighter, you don't need to go over 10 unless you have extra points to spend. So charisma, unless you're going for a very specific build that's going for charisma, which you may or may not be, you probably aren't, I would tank charisma as low as you can go, and then use those extra points to get your strength, dexterity, and constitution to the values you want. Again, don't tank your intelligence to wisdom. You don't want negatives on these numbers. Unless you are, one of those type of people. You want to be perceptive, then you're going to need more wisdom. So, like I said, tank your charisma, throw a couple points into wisdom, get it up to like 14 or 13, 14, whatever. And that'll give you a slight bonus. That'll get you the +2 on your wisdom scores, which will help your persuasion. So like Gimpy's got a +3 to his perception. He's got a +2, where is it? Is it here? Yeah, +3 from wisdom, because he's got a 16 wisdom. But he's a ranger too, and he needs a high wisdom if he wants access to all his spells, which are based off his wisdom. So 10 is considered average. What is 25 considered? Above average. It depends. Depends on what we're talking about. And again, 10 is considered average because there's no bonuses when it's 10. That's what makes it average. Stats over that are getting bonuses stuff, it just means it's above average. It doesn't really mean anything. It's just numbers. And we just call this average because there's no bonus. There's no bonus, there's no penalty. That's average. But again, if you want your attribute that's a focus for your class, which as a fighter, your most important stats are your strength and constitution. Everything else is bonus in what you want to do. You can't decide. Again, max out your strength. Throw some points, get your constitution up to about 14 or so. Tank your charisma. You'll get points back to play around with. Maybe boost your wisdom up to like 12, 14, something like that. I wouldn't go higher than 14. Intelligence, don't touch that at all. Just leave it at 10. Constitution, like I said, get that up to about 14 or so. Dexterity, you can boost that up to 12 or 14 too. That'll help your armor class a little bit, depending on the armor you're wearing. So, if you use medium armor, you might as well get a little bit higher dexterity. Yeah, if you go in medium armor, because Gimpy is wearing light armor, but he's not tanking either. He's letting his wolf do the hard lifting for armor class stuff. But the light armor, it's got an 8. The max dexterity you see there, that means that's the max bonus you can get from your dexterity bonus. He's got no dexterity bonus, so this doesn't actually help him. We're just wearing this light armor because it actually helps his skill checks for athletics and that kind of stuff, which is a thing. Who else is wearing armor? Oh, Mickey's wearing medium armor, I think. Yeah, medium armor. Max dexterity for medium armor. That's pretty typical. It's usually 2 to 5, maybe 2 to 6 sometimes for medium armor. But for the most part, it's somewhere around 4. So in order to take advantage of that 4 max dexterity, you want your dex bonus to be at least, +4 to get the most effect out of that. It's complicated. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to consider. It really is. There's a lot of stuff to consider. Let's say Mickey, he cares about dex because he's a bard. Sakia 2, thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. But again, the stats, actually, it's the monk. We went a strength build on a monk. We didn't put any, so base value is 8. What? Modified 12. Why is his base value 8? Is that right? That can't be right. That's 10. Why is this dex base 8? Forget what I did there. Intelligence 10, wisdom, base was 12, charisma 13. Why did I do that? Oh, because I think I was going to have him maybe work on some fear or something. You like the min-max?
Aren't your legs getting stiff?
You can min-max.
You haven't moved in quite a while.
Min-maxing is very much a Pathfinder
you
thing.
Ignorant meatbag.
Min-maxing is very much a Pathfinder thing. Now I'm trying to think. Who is... So he's a dex build, because he's dual wielding. He's kind of a strength build as a slayer. But he's got... But these are companion characters too. These guys usually have cheated builds. He's using a glaive, right? Mickey's using a glaive. Or sorry, Rocket's using a glaive. But I honestly don't remember tanking his dex, though. I've ruined Ring's life, I think. Who among them is... See, the problem with looking at the companion characters is their stats are cheated because they're companions. So it's easier to look at, say, your original character. Again, Gimpy is probably the closest to what you're probably looking for the most part. Because his base value is 12, because I didn't want to hurt his skills. And his wisdom is 16 base, because he's a ranger, which is based off of wisdom for spell stuff. So we want to have a good wisdom there. Charisma, not a big deal to him, so I tanked it to 7. Or sorry. Yeah, 7. So got some points back there, which allows us to get his wisdom and intelligence up a little bit, because it was all about the strength for him. Because he started off at 21, because half-orc. Reach for a melee 2-handed fighter who wants to be a bit agile and perceptive. Okay, so while you're talking to Ring, I got to work on getting Darren done so we can move on. Okay, so Oracle. Again, leveling up Darren so we can do his little quest thing. Cleanse, breath alive. Cleanse, keep yourself healed, sort of. I pronounced the name right? Cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, let me just say it quick because we've done that in a bit. That's good. Get your racial bonus into strength. Take your charisma down to 7. Then place your points into strength as far as it goes, preferably up to 20, then dex. As a 2-handed fighter, yes, that's a good way to go too. Okay, weapon focus. So actually, we're gonna do extra channel for the Oracle. Come in here, lifelink, life sense. Last time, and another level 1 spell. Prayer. So you can't balance that? No, Constitution won't. Well, Constitution just gives you more hit points. It's not going to make you in two-handed fighter cases doesn't really make you more tanky. Two-handed fighters just aren't as good at tanking because they don't use a shield. Level 5 spell. Screw it, life bubble. See what that does. Need heavy armor? It won't hurt you. Spell magic greater just because of no heal. Heal. Right, you don't want to be super tanky, but you still want some armor class. Well, two-handed fighters are more about offense than defense, just so you know, because you're basically saying I don't care about defense so much. That's why I'm swinging with my both hands to swing weapons. It's the two-handed fighter is more offense oriented. It's not really a balanced build between offense and defense. It's more offense. If you want a more balanced build, you don't go greatsword or any two-handed weapon, unless you go really hot. Well, yeah. Again, if you want to stick with greatsword, two-handed fighter is your best way to go. But you're not gonna. It's not balanced. Okay, mythic powers for the douchebag. Abundant casting. More enduring spells. Enduring spells first. Mythic channeling. You channel energy, damage you heal to increase by a number of points equal to twice your charisma bonus. Or we can go into extra mythic ability and do the great enduring spells. Get that out of the way. Do abundant casting. More spells 1 through or level spell. More level 1 through 3 spells. A couple more of those, and then extra mythic ability. Abundant casting says levels 4 through 6. That should be it. Oh, you can't. In all honesty, Spirit, you go into two-handed fighter is perfectly fine. There's no reason to go. The two-handed fighter is great. It's a great class. It's just that actually, let's see. Douchebag. You're looking for your spouse now. Where are you? There you are. He needs to rest. And probably needs some stuff too. Or gear. Darren, you got no gear. Crossbow Judgment. Turns a critical hit against the kind of creature. It's automatically confirmed. Degradation. All enemies 50-foot area best pass reflex saving throw suffer 1 damage to intelligence. Blah. Oracle's Misery.
Saturday and Sunday, July 16th and 17 are the monthly giveaways for July. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Heals living creature. He does that stuff, doesn't he? Oh, look, he's got a little crown. Let's see. $280 points with the 200 fighter. It sounds about right. Basically, it's the same stats. Spirit. You still want to boost your strength. If you're going Greatsword, you're going offense more than defense. So you want your strength as high as you can get it, more than likely. I would say no less than 18 for the strength. And dexterity, you want to be probably a little bit, like I said, 14 should be fine. Maybe a little bit higher if you go lower constitution. Maybe? I don't know. Care about Smitey. Anyway, he's not going to be with us that long. He doesn't have the best gear. He'll be fine. We do have to rest, though, so he gets his spells back.
People stay at public inns, sleeping among strangers unarmed. Do they know what easy prey they make?
That's a good thing. It makes my job much simpler.
Yep, that's actually a good strategy too, Erebos. Only get your main stat up to 19 because you're going to get it up. You're going to get an extra point to spend fairly quickly, so you can use a point somewhere else. It's not a bad strategy.
Move out.
Okay, out we go. And I'm going to take out Nenio for douchebag and go from there. Okay, we got recruitment to do. Oh, what's this? Abyssal Summon. Summons a random demon unit to target army. The unit type is chosen from those three. Oh, energy point income reduces by 20% for 7 days. Do I have an income? I don't even know what my income is. Not that it matters. Oops. So armies. Okay, so I also have Hell Knights I need to recruit. I don't have the money for that yet. Rangers. We're using them in one of the armies. 20 grand? Sure. Okay, that gives us enough to recruit those guys. Okay, where's our main army? Way down there. They're heading down this way to go do stuff. So, let's see. So we got the Rangers. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be building up her armor to be better. So these guys got to catch up to the main army. Okay, Airbus, thank you for watching. And also keep in mind, Spirit, that your stats are gonna improve as you play the game, and you're gonna pick up items and spells that are gonna help getting that stuff up too. So don't be totally fixated on, oh, this is too low. Don't worry, they'll get higher. Don't worry. Oh shit, run right by him. Okay, so swap you guys here. Oh, this. We want to get the Hell Knights out of here. Just stand there for now. Can we get Rangers from one of the armies? There they are. Shit. Okay, well, we're good. So, Rangers. Hell Knights. We'll catch up with the main army. And let you respect anyway. Yes, eventually you can respect and fix your mistakes if you feel they're mistakes. Okay, so main army looks good. Oh, no points left. Okay. Oh, that's right, because it merged. You're there. You're all set. What's the demons, though? No, that's right. We don't want to do demons quite yet. But some of them here. Oh. So is it at random? Especially as a mage, they're no different. same type of choices, just different choices, but the same general idea. Okay, skilled craftsman can do working on blah blah blah. So this is the voracious jumble. Strengthen the chain of command. Strengthen the rest of the crusade leader. Attend the next meeting. Another meeting. Run away. It has been revealed that one of the Crusaders is a criminal on the run. 1 year ago, that knight murdered a noble in Neurosian and escaped justice. The killer repented and joined the Crusader army to atone for his sin. But the daughter of the murdered aristocrat wants vengeance and requests that the criminal be arrested and tried. Tried the criminal knight. You get money. Take the repentant knight under protection. increase our morale. Morale is already pretty high up there, I think. Provides family heirloom. Unholy flail +4. One of these days I'm going to have to build a character that works on flails. There's so many flails in this game. Unholy enhancement +4. Propose that the conflict be settled with a duel. Vengeful and stern general is recruited. Do away with the vengeful noble and get her treasures. Adds gold, finance points, material points, and energy points.
Have you hydrated lately?
Sounds legit.
If not, you really should.
Darren will invite the noble to Dresden to take her revenge, but she will perish on the way under mysterious circumstances. And the young woman's inheritance will go to Darren, who is a distant relative of her family. Good luck, Spirit. Again, feel free to come back and ask questions. We'll do our best to confuse you some more. The mage who examined the fragments of the revived flesh captured from the demon came to the conclusion that they were working pieces for a certain artifact. These fragments of flesh were meant to grow together and form a weapon created by dark, unnatural magic. The mage can try to complete the creation of this terrible item, but he needs the commander to decide what shape the item should take. Club or a flail? Like I said, we need to create somebody with a flail one of these days. Flail of Hunger. Or Club of Hunger. Flail it is. Flail sell better, I think. Mage has carried out his task. So to create creatures. So, oh shit. Pyramid growth for trendable units increased by 7% for 20 days. Yes, please. Fate of Dirty Squealer. Fate of Attractive Impulse. Altar. Can't for that stuff. Black Tree. Unholy Symbol of Robogoat. What this one is. We'll work on that one. Okay. Jeff, need more dog cam. Oh, forgot about dog cam. Dog cam, what are you doing today? Mrs. Gimpy is home, unfortunately. So Mickey and Rocket are sleeping on the couch. With Mrs. Gimpy probably watching TV. So, unfortunately, no dog cam at the moment. Let's Gimpy flail about aimlessly. Isn't that the norm already? Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. And I think I flail about somewhat with purpose. Not aimlessly, just a little bit purpose of flailing. Okay, that's where the wedding's going to take place. We need Sela for that. We're going to take care of Heaven's Edge first. Get that out of the way. Just trap. Well, probably because we haven't been there. Yes. Maybe? I don't know. Yay, we're tired. So tired. Must make food. Oops. So it's Darren or Veronica, and wow, she's got the best by far.
I often had dreams of flying as a child, but after the misadventure with the gargoyles, I can firmly declare that the wonders of flight are vastly overrated.
I will rip apart anyone who touches you, golden boy. I still have plans for you.
Okay, so day goes by, so something here got done. So greetings. Celebration stumble. Scrupulous air. Eventual noble whose father was killed by a crusader wants to travel to Dresden and deliver justice to the murderer if she dies on the journey. Oh. Yes. I thought we had that done already. And voracious jumble stuff. You walk so slow. The Crusader has their own reason for fighting. Some do it for glory, some for greed, some out of spite. What are you fighting for? Be a better demon. Oh, it's just gimpy. Blade sets all day. Strider. No dog here for whatever reason. Giant gimpy. Bear. Actually, things. There's only one friendly creature within touch range. Spell can affect a slam, attack, fist, bite, or any other natural weapons, like headbutts. Bloodhaze. Consume food. Demonic form. Polymorph into a form of a babao. Boomerang or shear for 1 minute per caster level. Oh, haven't tried that yet. Flames of the Abyss. Enter Abyssal Embers to empower your attacks. Next 2 attacks plus 1 additional attack per 5 caster levels. Deal additional unholy damage per 2 caster levels during the son of a bitch. Mirror image. Oh, oops. Do last 24 hours. Yeah, there's no combat in this, is there? I don't remember.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is. The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul. You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive. do they?
Currently, we're level 12. Darren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. How interesting, Leader Hawkblade. Okay, so this story for here is we're investigating Darren for reasons. Yeah. And we're here to find out a little bit more info. Whispers in your ear from behind. Did you find anything interesting? Nothing really. I just took note of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious has happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversations with his acquaintances, 2 people noted that he never speaks of the revered Nestrin, the priest of Iomade who was his guardian and tutor, yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. You told me that you tried to find out anything odd that happened with Darren over the last 10 years. Stuff, blah. Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him, encourages them to use him at whatever. Stuff. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuations in residual magic at this house are not all that surprising. You have 2 ability points left. Is that a problem? No, just put them somewhere. Put them into wisdom or intelligence. If you can. If you haven't put anything there yet, if you put them into either one, you'll get a +1 bonus on whatever one you choose. If you don't use them, oh, I think you have to. Maybe. I'm not sure. I never tried. I always spend them. I always spend them. Well, you don't need to. The thing is you can't. No, I don't think you can. Because the points at start work differently than the points you get later on. Because later on in the game, every like 4 levels or so, you get another point to increase one of your attributes. And it doesn't matter what the current value of that attribute is. So if it's like 28 plus 1 point, it goes up to 29. That doesn't work in the point that you're in now. Those 2 points are different value than you get later on. So I think you have to spend them all at creation. I don't think you can save them for later. Because again, the system works differently once your character is created. And if it, so 5 points in total. Oh, by the end? That's about right, I guess. It's actually more, because I think you actually pick up an item or 2 that you can boost some stats with later while you're playing the game. Why spend 5 points now for 20 strength if I can just jump? It's because it's the rules. It's the rules. That's why. Or what you can do is you can bump your strength down to 19, because somebody else was talking about this earlier, is they don't actually go the full 20 when they're creating the character. They only get it up to 19. So, and then when they hit level 4, then they get it up to 20. And then they use those extra points at creation for something else. Min-maxing. Okay, there's a matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count, hoping for a ransom, but the only reward they got was death. That's right. The modifier increase again. It's every 2 points. So at 20, there's a, +5. At 22, it's +6. 24, +7. That's how that works. So at 19, you're at +4. And so if you can live with the, +4 until you get to level 4, then you can bump it up to 20. It goes up to +5. Can you get strength from gear? Yes. There are belts out there that will give you bonuses to strength. Usually belts, maybe some other items, maybe. You're playing Kingmaker, though, right? I can't remember. I don't remember as many items there, but the belts definitely for sure. There are belts out there that will give you boosts. County totally hide advanced. Okay, it's a joke, whatever. I never really wanted to delve too deep into this case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats, but there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads after they had already killed them. I'm trying a more balanced approach and try to get those extra points later on the gear and levels. Again, don't focus that so much on what your max points are going to, or your max stats are going to be, because again, they're going to go up as you play the game. And there's also spells out there that last limited amount of time that will boost your some stats as well. Actually, I think they're supposed to. Yeah, they're supposed to boost all your stats. Not all of them together, but their heads were cut off. You mean the bandits who attacked Darren? Yes, perhaps I wouldn't have even noticed this detail had I not visited Heaven's Edge right after the tragic incident. I remember that we also found several headless bodies, both of guests and demons. We thought they had been decapitated during the fight. Commanders have been finding several heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem before Darren joined the party. What? That is an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial that we find out what exactly happened at that tragic feast. What do we need to do? Now, that's the hardest part. We need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells, one over some time. It'd be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now, he is playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. So, distract him. I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow, or they can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I will tell you everything I managed to find, and maybe even show you something. Sure, we will. So, you get to play detective. This is L.A. Noir Pathfinder style.
Head on!
So Gimpy really didn't need to buff up, I don't think. I remember right now. Oh, look at all the stuff laying on the ground. Like, booze. More booze. Decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for many years. So we get to watch Gimpy do some horrible driving? Well, kind of looking forward to running people over, but sure. Knowledge of the world. Gimpy's knowledge of the world is pretty weak, I think.
Got it!
Maybe not. There are occasional traces of older masonry and foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times.
I lead. You follow.
Is he not giant anymore? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, the mirror image is gone. No, it's still there too. Or not. Anyway, Darren. Darren, who's been watching the guests with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself an athlete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought, I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. And I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Omade? It was our destiny to end up together. Perhaps this is your chance to finally do something worthwhile. Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate one's fate's course. Do something worthwhile. What do you want me to do then? Dance a waltz on Dresden's ramparts with a charming courtesan? Sounds worthwhile to me. Heaven's Edge, do you remember that you're still my field attaché and blah blah blah? From the Count, I demand a report for all your work so far in half an hour. There are easier ways of saying, Darren Arenday, I hate you, you know. A report then, fine, Commander, you shall have your report. Again, you gotta remember we're supposed to get him out of here. So, what's a Rue doing here? Everything screams of destruction the demons bring upon the land. You can't just hide something. under decorations.
Onwards!
Theater. I see that you did your part, Commander. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Okay, the hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning, heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Darren is obvious. My dear guest, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs.
After
your next break is in 2 hours.
Okay, a child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. It's Nestrin. Darren, can't we just have one day without your sermons? It's my birthday, after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? Here come the demons. Or the dying. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In this vision, a Lilith appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. Sorceress of Evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me, too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Okay, you doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, and in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. Hey, Greg, welcome back. Your truck sim? No. Can you imagine the driving in that? All the thing. If they make it so you can crash those trucks and the things, I would play it, but you can't. Anyway, the Order shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease in the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. What were the people in the vision? Oh, you can? But it's not the same, is it? You can't run people over, can you? Yeah, I'm not messed up. Countess Arendelle was Darren's mother and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendev. She was an Aasimar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, our Count's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintances with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. I didn't recognize the others, but Darren told me that the first victims of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. Crashed to the point of disabling your truck or losing the cargo. Well, where's the fun in that? Get you a fine? That's not the same. That's not what I'm looking for. What you want is GTA. I know that. Although, in all honesty, LA Noire does it better. Because you can drive around as a cop and you never have to worry about getting arrested. And you can kill all the people you want. Sure, the cleric would have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. What now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is there and distract them if need be. Okay. You get fired for causing too much damage, right, but you don't get fired for killing enough people. It's only the damage part. Running over people doesn't count as damage in that game. I didn't make it. I didn't make the rules. I just played by the rules. Trust me, you don't get in trouble for running people over. It's only the damage you cause. Running people over isn't damage. Anyway, I gotta take a break. I need to go get some more water. So, thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video. And contemplate what I just said about running people over. Anyway, be back shortly.